Okay, so we left off at this part right here. So let's see what the new world looks like. Well, yeah, but I'm just reading the options. So I started exploring this map. Well, I mean the new open world, and wow, there's rings, and what is this up ahead? Ah, switches. 3 switches. What a coincidence. So I went to these switches and I activated them easy as 1, 2, 3. I don't know what it did, but I guess, oh, there's a red power up. Oh, it formed a map. Yay, maps. All right. I can complete challenges to reveal a map selection. Man. When I bought the game, I read the description at the back, and it says experience Sonic like never before. So this was right before I accidentally factory resetted my Xbox One S. So that was like 2 weeks ago, before I had internet connection with the Ethernet cable. So that's how I finally updated my console and I can play video games again. So I did some training simulation on there. There was homing attacks, but after I gone through that, I'm ready to attack some enemies, some noobs. I've lost a few rings. Oh, those blue things, they're like skill points. So, I proceeded ahead onto the tutorial, and I found this pyramid-shaped place. Oh. Oh no. More of those noobs. I guess they're preparing for some action in this game. So Sonic investigates those 4 noobs and then he starts to attack them. Just a simple homing attack is what he needed. So he investigates the pyramid. And what he sees was a crate with 10 rings. 10 rings. And then I started to find another spring bounce pad. Well, at the top of the pyramid there was nothing to do here in this area. So after messing around the pyramid, I proceeded to the next part. There was nothing more but, I don't know, collisions. There was nothing more but collisions. The gate doesn't open until I find some sort of big boss that I need to deal with in this part of this tutorial. Kicking and punching it doesn't work until I found a ninja. Ninja! It's a ninja! Well, yeah, well, the word ninja, basically like a guy who does all the kung fu style, all the karate, and, you know, this reminds me of this one episode of Black Dynamite, when he says, the very first episode, when he says, ninja power. that was the most funniest line that he that this voice actor said. But sorry, I'm not good with words. I'm not really. No, I'm not. So the ninja's health is almost at its zero-ish lowest point. So after a few more attacks, the ninja was defeated. And I finally got my very first portal gear. A mechanism device that looks like a gear, like a cog. You know, my friend Maggie showed me one of these cogs on Twitter before. Well, that pretty much refers to as a portal gear. I seem to find myself back here, going back with the loop-de-looper. So I kept on walking to the next part to see what else is there. And I found another puzzle piece that I need to get through. This is the second part, where you can move the statue to open the gate. Well, the gate's blue. And there are many different ways that you can open gates. You can defeat bosses, solve puzzles, and of course, find other things that are quite challenging for you. Well, I've already played ahead of the game, and some of the puzzle pieces are kind of hard. But this one, it's a pretty easy one to solve. This looks a lot like a werewolf. That looks like an Egyptian wolf. An Egyptian wolf in Egypt. Oh, you have to rotate it the way that it's facing these two guys. Right behind them. Ah, there we go. We finally got the gate opened. Let's go. Let's get on that grinding wheel. Oh, wait. I found a memory token, but I wonder what it's for. Oh, and I found a skill that I can use. It's a side loop where you can run around in circles. Here's one, for example. Let me unlock this one for 1 second. Hold the Y button while moving. I can run around in circles and make a loop-de-loop. Oh, and there's Phantom Rush. I think I know what that does in the next video. I'll explain it to it. But for now, let's see what the side loop skill looks like. Yeah. To use the side loop, hold the Y button and run in a circle. Be sure to close the. You know what? You pause that if you wish. If you want to read these hints and tips to help you proceed throughout the game, let's try it out. Not only that I can use the side loop, but it gives me rings. And here's another puzzle piece, but this time there are no switches, just flame torches. But I think I know what to do around here because I got a huge brain. I use the side loop skill to open up some pieces of the puzzle, which is a gate. Oh, I missed that. I missed this one. I didn't get them. There we go. We got the second puzzle piece opened. And we got a blue power-up this time. Oh, more map parts are revealing. And more grind rails. Oh. This looks like the power of defense. I don't know. Okay, after this section of this tutorial, I go on ahead and see what else is there. Oh. They look like pyramids, but I think I can use the side loop skill to attack these noobs. Ooh, let's try it out. Well, how did one of them got out of the side loop? Come on. Come on, give them the homing attack. Smack them. Smack them with your spoon. Kick them. Well, since that takes care of that, I guess we can move on to the next part. Hey, looks like a throne. Oh, right. That must be the throne from the cutscene.
Return to the digital dimension again. Use that gear to bridge the gap between dimensions.
I guess I can return here whenever I want? Really? Alright. So we have our blue boy enter the Game of Thrones look-alike throne.
It is not enough to make the connection. One gear will not suffice. Hunt down another target and take its gear.
So I need to find myself one more portal gear for that to work. Alright. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Oh my... Oh, look at this! That must be the tower. The tower of... mostly what I would call that a guardian tower. Just some basic stuff I've been reading. So I decided I'd take down the Tower of Jenga. That's my name. That's my official name for this tower. The Tower of Jenga. You know, this reminds me one time I played Jenga with some students. And that I would keep the tower from falling. But one time I accidentally let one of the Jenga sticks, and then it came down. It came tumbling down. Look at that, just like that, for example.
Use the gear as you have done before.
I gotcha. I totally got you, goddess. Okay, anyway, let's go and head over to the throne and see what happens. I didn't mean to punch the throne. I meant use the portal gear to open it up. There we go. We got some connection going on.
Return to cyberspace as many times as it takes.
So you mean I can go back here and try this as many times as I want? Radical. In case if I screw up on these levels, I can always come back and get a better rank. Looks like our blue boy has entered through the digital dimension. And let's see what stage it is. Oh, pardon my coughing. Oh, great. It's another tutorial. I mean, a training simulator. Oh, come on. My words are slipping out on each other. So I managed to reach through the highest score of training simulations. But sometimes I became really slow succeeding them. So I've reached the 4 stars. Until I've reached to 7 stars. It was my highest score. So after some training simulations, I headed right into Sky Sanctuary. The good old classic stage from the Sonic & Knuckles game. Also known as Sonic the Hedgehog 3, released in 1994 on the Sega Genesis. It is also now available in all platforms. So in this stage, it was all the same, but this time it's all different. So many landscapes in this level. This is even much better than Green Hill landscapes. Weird extractive. This is like pure madness and pure generosity of the Death Egg. Oh man, it's the Death Egg. Oh crap, I wasn't paying attention. I fell out of the grinding rail. So I managed to get the 4th red star ring. And with the 5th red star ring, that must be somewhere up here. Which is right by those spike traps. And I made it to the goal on time. Come on, give me a better rank. Rank C! What the pardon my crude language here. Anyway. I headed back to the training simulator again to beat my high score. 7 stars. With just about 16 seconds on the clock. I learned new skills, new abilities, plus new amazing techniques. But instead, I just finished at the count of 0 and proceeded on to the open world. That was a bit quite of fun as we're getting close to the end of the second walkthrough of the video. Our blue boy's back in the open world. Looking good and new. But the throne's not red, as it seems that it didn't change to blue. But at least we got 2 vault keys to open and find the Chaos Emerald. Like I said, a vault was unsealed and can now be opened with a vault key. This one is blue. Blue! La-di-da. Oh, look at that. The bridge for Sonic to go across. This is some sweet motion. Just look at it. Ha ha! Ha! I might as well come back to it later. But for now, time to get that blue Chaos Emerald. I also noticed that I can finally boost. And we got some clear sunshine with little fluffy clouds. Oh. The orb bit. Orbit. Get it? Well, yeah. It's actually a song by The Orb. I'm mostly a huge fan of The Orb. It's like this ambient house artist group. I might as well make a song cover of that one day. Oh, look at that. Coco. Oh, that reminds me. I need it. Oh, this will be like a surprise. You'll just see it for now. Let's collect that blue Chaos Emerald with 2 vault keys and get our very first blue Chaos Emerald. We got some atmospheric music. So shiny. Kind of reminds me of Super Mario, but yeah. Anyway, we made it to Kronos Island. Also, I didn't notice that 3rd boss at the very start. But look at it. That mountain. Kind of looks like the pyramids of Egypt. But it's different. It's so wonderful. And we finally did it. We completed the tutorial. And now I can explore all over Kronos Island. And now we can look for my friends. And collect some cocoa. The view's amazing here. Isn't this awesome? Well, some of you guys will be prepared for a next video. Plus, these cocoa look cute. all 6 of them. Aw. Look at him, they're like the cutest Coco.